Once upon a time, there was a young man named Ananda who sought wisdom and enlightenment. He was deeply troubled by his restless mind, which was constantly filled with worries, anxieties, and distractions. Ananda decided to embark on a journey to find peace and tranquility. One day he heard about a great teacher named Buddha, who was known for his profound wisdom and serene presence. Ananda decided to seek him out, hoping to learn the secret of a calm and peaceful mind. After many days of travel, Ananda finally arrived at the place where Buddha was teaching. He was welcomed into the assembly of monks and lay people who had gathered to hear Buddha's teachings. Ananda approached Buddha with great respect and humility. He bowed deeply and said, "Great teacher, I have come from far away to seek your guidance. My mind is restless and troubled. I am unable to find peace. Please teach me how to calm my mind." Buddha looked at Ananda with compassion and understanding. He could see the turmoil in the young man's heart and knew that he genuinely sought the path to inner peace. "Sit down," Ananda Buddha said gently. "Let me tell you a story." Ananda sat down eagerly, ready to absorb the wisdom that Buddha was about to share. Buddha began. "Once there was a young man, much like yourself, who was plagued by a restless mind. He sought out a wise and enlightened teacher to help him find peace. The teacher took the young man to a quiet, serene lake and asked him to sit by the shore and observe the water. The young man did as he was told. He noticed that the surface of the lake was calm and still, reflecting the sky and the surrounding trees perfectly. However, as he continued to watch, a breeze stirred the water, creating ripples that distorted the reflection. The young man felt a sense of agitation as he saw the once clear image become unclear and disturbed. Buddha paused and looked at Ananda. "Do you see, Ananda? The lake represents your mind. When it is calm and still, it reflects the true nature of things perfectly. But when it is disturbed by thoughts and emotions, it becomes agitated and unclear." Ananda nodded, understanding the metaphor. "But how can I keep my mind as calm as the still lake?" he asked. Buddha continued, "The first step is to understand that the nature of the mind is to be restless, just as the nature of water is to be disturbed by the wind. You cannot force the mind to be still, just as you cannot force the wind to stop blowing. But you can create conditions that allow the mind to settle naturally." Ananda listened intently as Buddha explained further. "Practice mindfulness, Ananda. Be aware of your thoughts and emotions without becoming attached to them. Observe them as you would the ripples on the surface of the lake. Acknowledge their presence, but do not let them define you. You breathe deeply and slowly. Focus on your breath, the simple act of inhaling and exhaling. This will anchor you in the present moment and help quiet the mind's chatter. As you practice mindfulness and deep breathing, you will find that the mind begins to calm itself, just as the lake becomes still when the wind stops." Buddha then told Ananda about the importance of compassion and loving kindness. When you cultivate compassion for yourself and others, you create a sense of inner peace that cannot be easily disturbed. understand that everyone, including yourself, is seeking happiness and trying to avoid suffering. This understanding will soften your heart and ease your mind. Ananda was deeply moved by Buddha's words. He realized that the path to a calm mind was not about suppressing thoughts and emotions, but about embracing them with mindfulness and compassion. Buddha smiled and added, "Remember, Ananda, that this is a practice. It requires patience and persistence. You may not achieve perfect calmness immediately, but with regular practice, you will notice a gradual transformation in your mind." Ananda thanked Buddha for his wise counsel and decided to follow his teachings diligently. He began to practice mindfulness and deep breathing every day. He also made a conscious effort to cultivate compassion and loving kindness in his interactions with others. Over time, Ananda noticed a significant change in his mind. The restlessness and agitation gradually diminished, replaced by a sense of calm and clarity. He felt more present and at peace, able to handle life's challenges with greater equanimity. Ananda returned to Buddha to express his gratitude. "Great teacher," he said, "your teachings have transformed my life. I now understand the true nature of the mind and how to cultivate peace. Thank you for guiding me on this path." Buddha nodded, pleased with Ananda's progress. "Remember, Ananda, the journey to inner peace is ongoing. Continue to practice mindfulness, compassion, and loving kindness. Share what you have learned with others so that they too may find peace and calmness in their minds." Ananda promised to follow Buddha's advice and to help others find the path to a peaceful mind. He left the assembly, carrying with him the profound wisdom he had gained from his teacher. As Ananda continued his journey, he encountered many challenges and obstacles, but he faced them with a calm and serene mind. He became known as a wise and compassionate teacher, sharing Buddha's teachings with all who sought his guidance. And so, the wisdom of Buddha continued to spread, bringing peace and tranquility to countless minds, just as it had done for Ananda. And the story of Ananda's journey reminds us that the path to a calm and peaceful mind is within our reach if we are willing to practice mindfulness, compassion, and loving kindness. May we all find inspiration in Ananda's story and strive to cultivate a calm and peaceful mind in our own lives.